Yes, yes, another installment of the hottest YouTube, Facebook weekly show on my profile on Facebook. That's right, the hottest. Icecold's Corner. I'm your host, Icecold himself. Like I said, call me what you want. Just make sure you call me right. This week, getting into, getting out of football. Football's over. Saints, like I said, who that nation stand up, Super Bowl champions. That's it. I'm done with football. I'm out of football. Now I'm getting into what I do best. Basketball, baby. Specifically today, the NBA. I'm going to get on that college basketball. Don't worry about that. I've got that. But today I'm going to talk specifically about the NBA as we approach the All-Star weekend here this weekend out in Dallas. Wish I was out there, man. It gives me every All-Star weekend gives me flashbacks to '07 when I went to Vegas, and it was just mayhem, good and bad, all over the place. One of the greatest times of my life. But anyway, let me get back to what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just going to keep it simple. The NBA season at the halfway point, I'm going to give my little top 5 power rankings that I plan on giving every week. But I'm going to start it off this week, further explanation to why I think these are the top 5 teams in the game right now. We're starting off at number 5. Number 5 was a tough one. I had to choose between two teams. It was between Atlanta and Orlando, and I decided to go with the Orlando Magic for the number 5 team in the NBA right now. Top to bottom, you look at the roster, Orlando is the deepest team in the league. They are extremely deep. But for whatever reason, they've had chemistry problems so far this year. And I don't think it's a chemistry as in people don't like each other, just learning how to play with each other. They came into my job one time for practice. They all got along. Every single person got along with everybody. But I think missing Hito, they're trying to find a way to get things going. Vince Carter the past week or so has started to get it going at a big 48-point game the other day against New Orleans. So we'll see. Right now they're at their number 5. Number 4, the Dallas Mavericks. This team is probably one more player away from being elite. Right now, Dirk is playing ridiculous out of his mind. Jason Terry's doing a great job as well. And Jason Kidd is playing a lot better than I thought he would at this point in his career. But right now, they're contenders. They're in a spot where they can make a series tough for one of the top teams in the West or top teams in basketball. But I don't believe that they can beat them in a 7-game series right now. So that's why they stand at number 4. But if they make a move, we're just saying that they may be able to try and get Kevin Martin or Andre Iguodala. If they can pull either one of those off, that may vault them into that contender status. Number 3, the Denver Nuggets. This team, the thing that I like about them is the top dog in the West is the Los Angeles Lakers. They are not afraid of the Lakers. They really believe that they can beat the Lakers. Chauncey Billups showed that last week when he threw 37 on the Lake show in L.A. as Denver took care of the Lakers on the road. They beat them twice this year. In regular season and postseason, there is a difference. But I like to see how teams match up and how they play against each other in the regular season. It does have some merit. And right now, Denver looks like they are not afraid of the Los Angeles Lakers. They're ready to go against Los Angeles. That game in LA was without Carmelo too, so that was big as well. The one thing that worries me about Denver is they have Kenyon Martin and J.R. Smith on their team, and those are 2 wild children. I was going to say wild child, but that's not proper English. But those 2 are wild. And J.R. Smith, as much as he is instant offense. Like he's borderline instant 25 coming off the bench. You never know when he's just going to not think straight on the court. Same with Kenyon Martin. Guys like that on your team, I'm not sure how I feel about them being a team that can go deep with guys like that. So they're number 3 right now, though. If they can ever figure out to get it all together, they're the biggest test for the Lakers in the Western Conference. Speaking of my number 2 team in the game, the Los Angeles Lakers, in my opinion, the most talented team. Now, Orlando's got 1 through 15 the most talented, but 1 through 8, it gets no better than the Los Angeles Lakers. Maybe even 1 through 10. They are the most talented team in the game. They are the best team talent-wise in the game. And there should almost be no reason why they shouldn't win the NBA championship this year. But there is a reason why I don't have them at number one, and I'm not totally sold on them winning the championship game. Or, excuse me, the NBA championship. Number one, I think they're soft. I think they're extremely soft. They can be beat up inside. The two teams that have done it so far this year is Cleveland and Denver. Just beat them up on the inside and really just outwork them. And that goes into number two. The number two reason why I'm not sold on the Lakers. They're lazy. They can be outworked. Every time they play Houston, they get outworked. You know, they're far better than the Houston Rockets, but they just get outworked every time they're playing. Cleveland outworks them every time they're playing. Denver, the last two times that they played them, they wanted it more. They outworked them. So I think they're lazy and they're soft. And that could be two things that come back to bite them. But sometimes teams can be like that, and they can overcome it with such an overabundance of talent, which the Lakers have that opportunity. I mean, they are stacked, you know, on their roster. So right now I have to put them at number two, but they can definitely take it up to another notch if they ever find out how to not be lazy and how to play hard consistently, which I don't know if they can do, but we'll get back to that later. The number one team in the NBA right now is the Cleveland Cavaliers. I've been a huge Cav critic for the past year and a half, 2 years. I didn't think they were ready. I didn't think that they had enough. I didn't think what they did was enough, but I'm sold right now. This team right now, I'm filming this on February 11th. The Cavs are the best team in basketball, and they will beat anybody in a 7-game series right now. LeBron James is playing out of his mind. He's on his way to another MVP. Shaq is actually producing. He's happy with the role that he has right now, which is to kind of be a 15 to 20 minute a game guy coming off the bench, providing rebounding and defense and scoring when he can. Varejao is playing great. I'm surprised with that. They're doing all this thing right now. As I speak, they're on an 11-game winning streak, and they're doing it all without Mo Williams, who is pretty much the second best player on the team. So that they defend. I love the way they defend. I love the way they rebound. Right now, they're just clicking. And I think it's different than last year when they were the top team in the game. I think that they have an understanding of what they want to do a little better, and they got guys ready to step up a little better on the offensive end from time to time when LeBron, dishes it off. So right now, number one team in the game. To recap, I got Orlando at 5, Dallas at 4, Denver at 3, the Lakes show at 2, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at the number 1 spot in my power rankings. That's all I got for you right now. I'm going to keep it short and simple this week, because I don't want to go over my time limit. But next week, I'm going to get into college, maybe even a little more NBA, and I'm going to break this thing down. I also want to say real quick, I appreciate all the love that everybody that watched this gave me, man. It's just something that I'm fooling around doing, man. Just, trying to get my thoughts out there, get in front of the camera. You guys showed me love. You guys gave me some feedback, some positive, negative feedback. I appreciate it all. Anybody who just took the time to look at this thing, man, I appreciate it. Hope you guys continue, and I'm gonna keep bringing y'all the heat, baby. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all the heat, because that's what I do, baby. On Icecold's corner, I may be ice cold, but I bring the heat. You know what I mean? So thanks again. Check it out every week. I'm trying to do this every Friday. Holla at your boy. I'm the best in the business. I give you the real. Holla at me, 100.